Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back with your daily crypto content, and today we're going to be talking about two altcoin gems that I do think are ready to really launch in price. Two incredible overall assets with a ton of utility behind them. And like I said, guys, I love utility-based assets. I've been saying it for a very long time that this market is no longer going to be bear or bull. It is going to be marching into a major utility-driven pretty much market, if you will, that is going to unlock a true amount of value for a lot of these assets that are pretty much utility driven. So with that being said, let's look into the market. Let's really analyze it as well. For anybody who is new to crypto, I just want to say right now, please be aware of the amount of risk that is involved with a lot of assets. Some of them, there's pretty much no risk involved. You just kind of hold until you want to sell. But overall, there is a lot of assets in this space that do have a lot of rug pulling that happens. So please be aware of what you are investing in, and please invest at your own risk and only put in what you can afford to lose. But with that being said, let's really look at some market updates. So right now, the thing that I'm seeing right now is that a lot of altcoins are outperforming Bitcoin significantly. Bitcoin is still sitting around 47K, but the reason why I'm talking about this is because we still haven't made all-time highs on major altcoins that have a lot of supply. For an example, XRP still hasn't made an all-time high. There's a few other altcoins as well. But the reason why I'm saying this is because the two assets that I'm going to be talking about are very small cap assets. Now, small cap assets could move very quickly, as we do see here. The biggest gainers up here, most of these altcoins are very minimal in terms of their overall cap. Now, I just want to say, the way that bull runs work for anybody who is new, money flows through Bitcoin first. That's why we always see a Bitcoin all-time high first, gets a lot of individuals in to buy, and then it kind of gets a little volatile overall with prices, with bear manipulation. But then money flows out of Bitcoin into Ethereum. Then after Ethereum is done, money flows into major alts that have high supply, for an example, XRP, ADA, stuff like that. Then money will flow from those altcoins into mid-tier and then small cap assets. So small cap assets will still move, but they'll really move around the end of the bull run. So with that being said, I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of an insight on that for anybody who is new or even anybody who isn't new. But let's analyze one specific asset right now, which is Vector Space. Vector Space has pulled back significantly. It's down about 6%. So anybody who was looking for a nice buy zone on Vector Space, now would be the time to analyze that. But I just don't think that Vector Space is a good buy opposed to something like what I'm going to be talking about. Now, I do think that Vector Space has a lot more left in the tank. I just am going to really be analyzing two other assets that I do think will have more ROI, realistically speaking. But this one is still very early. Like I said, holders is sitting at about roughly about 6,000 almost. Again, this one is still very early, like I said. But the reason why I want to bring this up is because when we look at this graph, we pretty much made an all-time high this year at about $2.81 before we had a strong, significant pullback to our lowest price, which was about 73, almost 74 cents. And we see what happened after, right? We started to climb, and we hit about $5 on the 10th. So this is what I'm talking about, where we see something like Vector Space that has a significant overall value to it, but it's a very small cap coin that's starting to run even when Bitcoin isn't. And a lot of these small cap gems, they move without Bitcoin. So they're very interesting to pretty much anybody who wants to make short-term gains as well. But Vector Space, the reason why I talk about this chart is because it's eerily similar to most altcoins in this space. For an example, I want to talk about ALBT, right? So when we talk about ALBT or Alliance Block, you guys already know, love the asset. I think that this still has a lot of room to really move as well, sitting at about 60 cents, almost 61. Still sitting at about $141.6 million, or actually just updated it, so $134.2 million market cap. This one's actually down a little bit too, seeing a little pullback, nothing too crazy to me. But again, this is a small cap asset. Significant price movement. This hit about 80 plus cents this bull run before dropping to about 19 or 18 cents almost overall. So again, still a very early project, especially when we look at the holders tab. Now this has a little bit more holders. This has actually about 13.4 thousand. So this is still a very early project overall. And again, when we look at the chart, I mean, it had that nice high and then had a nice pullback, and now we are seeing bit of movement happening in it as well, similar to back here. So it's probably going to print even more and hit $1 eventually in the coming days to weeks. So again, when we look at this chart and we look at something like this, so this is YOP, yield optimization platform and protocol. This is actually great. They're doing great things in terms of utility. This actually is incredible when we look at the chart, because we do see that it printed an all-time high back in February of about $3.75 before it fell, and we have been currently trading. We were actually trading at about 18 cents, 15 cents, 20 cents, and now we're currently trading at about 44 cents. So it has moved significantly just today alone. Earlier today when I was looking at it, I should have made a video earlier, but it was sitting at about like 20 some cents, under 30 cents overall, but now we're currently sitting at about 44 cents. So this might have a slight pullback here soon. But again, when you look at the all-time high for it and you look at the price now, it's almost like a 10x. So realistically speaking, is it going to really matter if you put money in now and it kind of goes down about 5%, 10%, whatever the case may be? But it is up 93% on the 24-hour span. So that would be a significant drop if it did fall about that much. So please be aware of that when you do invest into this one. But we do see the holders tab is only 4.5K holders. We are still early, really early on this project actually, when we sit at a $4.4 million market cap, 10 million in circulating supply, 88.8 million in total supply. Now this one you can get on Uniswap, KuCoin, Gate.io, SushiSwap, and a few other ones as well. So the cool thing about this project, I love their yield optimization platform and overall protocol. Now this is actually a mobile app. It's all-in-one Y optimization application. YOP is also powered by Ethereum, Binance Smart Chain, Polkadot, and Solana ecosystems. Great to see. Now overall, this is already live. You could download it and you could look at the overall market that they have as well. They have Y protocol and Y platform. I love the fact that they have impermanent loss. Impermanent loss is very great, especially for yield markets and stuff like that. It actually protects you from losing all of your money and all of your assets. But their overall UI is very clean, as they show you guys here, but also they say it over here. They also have the Y platform, which is a yield optimization platform, which is great to see. They give you control, custody, insights, all that stuff. Here's the problems. Pretty much they're talking about the lack of, all over pretty much execution of data feeds and all that stuff. They're also talking about, the speed and all that stuff. It's very slow, confusing, inefficient, consuming or time consuming, poor UI and all that sort of stuff. Now this is the app. They have Farmers Market, Swap, Decentralized Exchange, MyYOP, YOP Wallet Plus, and Market Data. Here is their launch pad overall. This is that yield optimization pad where you can pretty much, do your overall yield farming, if you will, again with impermanent loss, which is great. Here is their competition. They do see the platforms and protocols, so they're pretty much listing everything that they're competing with, which is cool to see. You don't really see that much, but they are pretty much talking about how they're different and how they are better from an overall standpoint. Now here's their Y platform. Here's their benefits. Here's pretty much everything. So here's that farming market, connects you to the farmers market, live aggregation, pricing, and community engagement using one seamless application, so you can optimize farming and staking, so you can earn a lot of money with this as well. Swap, farm, harvest, store with a complete set of tools, saving you time and money. Share your progress with others in one touch. Benefit from the best market rates and most liquidity. Instant market access. Create new markets in an instant. Access every blockchain and reward pool in one place. We do see here the best data available for better performance, SMA, smart market analysis, blockchain data harvesting, DeFi stats, market insights, live feeds, portfolio management, and decentralized exchange integration. Here's their Y protocol overall. Very great to see. I think that this is great to see nonetheless. Here's their network integration. It's built on 7 networks overall, so it is not limited to these network products, but it was initially powered by Ethereum and Polkadot. Here's their roadmap. So basically in quarter 3, which I think that we're actually at a quarter 3, but we'll just kind of read about it. V1 YOP app with intelligent farming, which I do think is already live. We also see here L2 or layer 2 fee reduction, multi-product support, multi-language support. And then here's quarter 1 of 2022. V2 of the YOP app, decentralized exchange, multi-chain integration, multi-asset index as well, and broader product ecosystem. Now, the big selling point for me personally, I did the research overall on the product. It looks great. Everything looks great from an overall standpoint. But the biggest selling point to me, realistically, was the big thing here, which was the Alliance Block partnership. As you guys know, I personally love Alliance Block. I've told you guys how, I came to see it. I basically seen that they were partnered with HBAR. I was like, all right, I got to read about it. I did the research. Alliance Block is doing absolutely incredible things. So I was like, it's a no-brainer. It's the same reason why I invested in Stack when I seen Stack was partnered with HBAR as well as Matic. So we also see that they're partnered with Tixel and Vortex. So the reason why I want to talk to you guys a little bit about Vortex is because, and also we do see their Launchpad integrations as well and their network integrations. Great to see. But the reason why I want to talk to you guys about Vortex is that is our next project that we are going to be talking about. We are actually going to be talking about this because this one is an absolute monster in the making. We actually see that this is currently at an all-time high of 68 cents, and we are at 4 cents, guys. Literally 4 cents. You can get this for 4 cents. This is a gem at $103,000 market cap. 2.5 million in circulating supply of 100 million in total supply, and we'll get into the tokenomics here shortly because I know that that's what you guys are wondering about. Now, we don't see the holders tab, but I assure you, we are probably under about maybe 2,000, maybe even 1,000 holders right now. This is a very early gem. You guys are not going to want to miss this one. I'm telling you guys. So first off, like I said, they're partnered with YOP. I think that that's great to see as well. And even if we read it, right, they actually give us a little, description. Gateway to all the DeFi instruments under one ecosystem. It's great to see. But also, when we look at this, right, you could stake Vortex on pretty much all of these chains. Well, there's only 2 right now currently. But this is Unlock the World of Decentralized Finance. We do see the supported protocols as well. And then here we have the overall ecosystem. So similar to Flare Finance, which I've told you guys about, or the Flare Network, we do see VSwap. We also see via NFTs, which I've talked about how big the NFTs are going to be. We also see the V Yield, which is great to see. V Decentralized Exchange, V Insure, V Pay. Guys, there's a lot of utility and overall product behind this. We do see here borrow, insured, lend, and earn. These are all the product features, by the way. Non-custodial, swap, asset management overall. Guys, this is going to be an absolute gem. Just so you guys know, they have great partners too. Like, these are pretty much all capital markets and digital assets. And the reason why is because they're basically a lending overall protocol. Even if we come over here, they're like a capital market, if you will, which I think is great to see. But we also see when we come over here, this is pretty much giving you guys a rundown of what they are. So pretty much it's a web-based platform that aggressively aims to fulfill all the DeFi-related requirements under one umbrella. The Vortex ecosystem will comprise of following products that will solve all the major use cases which a yield farmer might want to do in his day-to-day activity through different applications. We do see here VSwap, VPay, VYield, VNFTs, VInsure. This is great to see overall. I love to see that as well. There's a lot of utility behind Vortex, and I do think that we're so early on it as well. But we do see here high-level summary as well. This is simplifying pretty much the end-user experience with the way they handle their DeFi assets as well. You guys could read this more. I think that they're doing great things overall. And like I said, I bought it today, and I'm loving it, to be completely honest with you. I've read about it for the most part, and I've seen a few people talking about it, but I just never really understood the main reason behind it, but now I actually do. But it's a DeFi platform that aims to provide all the DeFi tools. DeFi is going to be a massive thing. I've talked about it multiple times. They're in the NFT pretty much market as well, the lending and insurance of crypto assets as well, borrowing and providing easy cross-chain swapping. I've talked about how big that is actually going to be. Now, in terms of tokenomics, I don't know if they have it listed. I know that or YOP did. I don't know if I could see that. Let me see if they actually have that. One second, let me go to the homepage. So I don't know. I don't think that I've seen the overall tokenomics of YOP or even Vortex. I actually don't even think I could find that, but I'm sure that the tokenomics aren't too bad at all on either of these projects, considering what they are actually going to be utilized for. And again, when we talk about tokenomics, yes, I understand that they are very serious and they are very important, especially when you guys invest. So that might throw you off a little bit if you guys don't see that. Again, I couldn't find it on the white paper here, so I mean, let me try to search it 1 second. Yeah, so I can't find it. There's none in here currently, but I wish that they had it. I wish that that was one thing that they listed here, but they don't. But I do know that with 100 million in circulating or in total supply and 2.5 million in circulating supply, a lot of this could be just to fund the overall project or to pretty much give that capital or liquidity. Same kind of goes for YOP, since it is a platform and protocol for farming and all that stuff. So a lot of this supply is most likely locked in value. Same kind of goes for Vortex as well. Again, though, realistically speaking, I think that the overall tokenomics for both of these are totally fine. Don't take my word for it, though. Of course, try to do your own research and try to find that. I couldn't find it on their website, and the Vortex light paper is just not released yet overall. But I do want to say right now, currently, these two are very early in their stages. I love the fact that YOP is partnered with Alliance Block. As you guys know, I'm in Alliance Block. I hold a significant amount, and YOP was just, it was a no-brainer to buy it earlier today. I really should have made a video earlier, but we are seeing a slight pullback on it, which is totally fine. So if we do see more of a pullback, I would definitely jump in if you guys do want to get this. I would watch it closely as well. Same kind of goes for Vortex. Vortex is at a very early stage in terms of price. So just kind of watch for maybe a little bit of a pullback or something, because it is up about 40%, so it could pull back a little bit stronger. So with that being said, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on. If you guys do want more free content, you guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord down in the description below. I hope that you all have a beautiful day or a beautiful night wherever you guys are in this beautiful world. This has been Nick. Peace out, guys.